Hello friends, this video is talking about CA Foundation students who recently wrote June 2022 exams. Even my existing CA Inter students also can watch because your inputs will also help many of your junior CA Foundation students. Like why CA Inter student also should watch this, I'll just tell you 2 minutes. I think for you this video may not be directly helpful, but you can help so many students like your juniors. Fine. So if at all you're a CA Foundation student who recently wrote June 2022 examinations, I think by this time you'll be receiving many calls from many institutions like pre-results batch is about to start, getting a pre-results batch is being started. What are the advantages of pre-results batch? All that marketing stuff, I think you might be receiving it already. By the way, we are not there in that telecalling list, okay? Sorry, we will not do any sort of telecalling and all. Fine. So, you need to think carefully. You need to think carefully before you join. I'm not saying you should not join a pre-results batch, but before you join for pre-results batch, you need to think about certain issues. And dear CA Foundation, if you're a CA Foundation student, you must show this video to your parents as well. Especially if you are residing in AP and Telangana, getting it? You make sure your parents watch this video. Sir, our parents don't understand English. Suppose example, you are there. No, you translate and explain. You show this, translate and explain whatever I'm explaining you. Now, see like what majority of the coaching institutes are doing, they're either offering you pre-booking or they're either, giving you the, information about pre-results batch. What is a pre-results batch essentially? First of all, is it useful or not? I'll talk to that point later. So what is a pre-results batch? First of all, before your CA Foundation results were announced, if at all you join in pre-results batch, so getting it, so that's actually called as pre-results batch. You know what some institutes are doing? Like suppose you might be a CA Foundation student, maybe you even joined for CMA Foundation. Getting it? Your primary agenda is to do CA. But later what happened, because of some reasons, some of your friends would have failed in CA Foundation immediately, though like even though they failed in foundation, but before foundation they joined for pre-results batch and for CA Inter, believing that miracles will happen. Getting it? But unfortunately, examination was not favorable to the student. The result was not favorable. And now what student, like he paid lots of fee. Huge amount of fee has been already paid for pre-results batch. And that fee, management or any education institute will not refund at all. What instead of that, what they will say, you qualified CMA Foundation rate, go for CMA Inter. The fees will be adjusted like that. And in addition, they will also collect from you conversion charges, all that. See, pre-results batch is an admission retention plan. It's an admission retention scheme. That's it. More importantly, for some institutes, they want their hostel seats to be filled faster. They don't want their hostel premises to be empty. So with that agenda, this pre-results batch, they try to make it famous like anything. Like especially you are a student of CA Inter right now. Example, I don't know how many of you are watching belonging to Inter this video. If at all you think what I'm talking is true, you might have joined pre-results batch in some other institute, anywhere in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, AP, Telangana, somewhere. Like, did it really help you? Don't mention any institute name. In the comments section, you just tell me, you just, educate your juniors. Did pre-results batch really helpful or not? Or is it only a publicity stunt? Is it only an admission retention stunt? So what is it exactly? You just share your experience. But as far as what I see, the concept of pre-results batch is actually good. But the way it is misused by many educational institutes is something wrong. I'm very dare enough, bold enough to say this. Most of the institutes, whatever I came across, 100% of the institutes, whatever I came across, they are just conducting pre-results batch just to get additional fee, just to fill hostel seats, just to retain admissions or collect advance fee in advance, just to collect the fee in advance. Even if you fail CA Foundation, they'll not refund single rupee. So you're locked up. That's it. Your admission is locked up there because you paid lots of money. So be wise, Don't believe for sweet words. Think practically, think carefully, and then take a decision. Like pre-results batch is generally not that useful. One logic I'll tell you here, very simple. ICI, ICI is giving 8 months of time. ICI is giving 8 months of time getting it in order to write CA inter exam after registration. Indirectly, what ICI says, 8 months of time is exactly sufficient for you to prepare for CA inter. Then why these education institutes saying 12 months, 15 months or 11 months is required? They're all completely, their inefficiency. Some people, they're highly inefficient. They think 1500 hours, 1600 hours of teaching is something called detail, but actually they don't believe that it is their inefficiency. Because they are inefficient, because they can't efficiently complete the syllabus, because they can't productively work, they talk about lengthy schedules. Getting it? So don't fall for all those kinds of traps. Open your eyes, think consciously. Getting it? Institute itself gives 8 months to 9 months time gap from the date of registration to the exam. That itself is an acknowledgement. Don't you think institute will think about all this? Don't you think institute will think about the students, like, how much time is minimum required? Or within 8 months, how can they complete? If at all institute thinks 8 months is not a right time, why do they allow? Do you know CA Institute itself is running coaching, educational classes. CA Tube, there is a YouTube channel. Have you ever saw institute launching pre-results batch? No. Then why are all these institutes are launching? Like, who are just coaching centers purely launching this? Understand the logic behind that. There is nothing wrong. Even they see, they'll have so many commitments, they would have invested so much. So definitely out of fear, they wanted to grab the admission faster. But there is nothing wrong. But my sincere advice to all those institutes is, if you're really genuine, if you really wanted to provide quality coaching, you really wanted to make the candidate sit from day one, getting it in pre-results batch, you want to really give proper coaching, then only announce it. Just for retaining admission, just for grabbing the fees. No, don't do that. That's unfair. That's an unfair ethical. That's unethical practice. That's unethical practice. And dear student, when you should join for pre-results batch, inquire how many hours every day they'll conduct. Initially, they only conduct half-day classes, 3 to 4 hours only. That too, they will conduct all fundamentals sessions. So fundamentals can be 3 hours. It cannot be 30 hours. 30 hours, nobody will teach fundamentals. Okay, so they just waste your time. Complete this 1.5 month. Unnecessarily, they waste your time. You are unnecessarily losing your energy. So be careful before you join for pre-results. And I have seen some coaching institutes offering pre-booking of early bird discount. Nothing such. Getting it? Wait for your result. Later, sit. YouTube is providing all demo videos. Getting it? Of all the institutes. Inquire your seniors. Inquire your friends. Take your decision for CA inter coaching properly. If at all, just like that, you went and joined wherever you studied foundation, you may end up with negative consequences. That's it. I just want to share this, and I hope you will show this video to your parents as well. Getting it? Even after watching this videos, even if 10 students get benefited, I'm very happy. That's it. Have a nice time. Bye bye.